Welcome back to another Blastoise Keldeo matchup, and this is versus a Tornadus Serperior. Now, this is a game that I'm posting really because while I don't think the deck that I'm facing is a very competitive deck, this is kind of to show how Blastoise Keldeo decks without Tropical Beach can really just struggle for a little while and really hit into some dead draws. And unfortunately, we don't have Tropical Beach online at the moment. Otherwise, these decks would probably be a lot more consistent. But the deck still works. I've got another game that I might show where it fails really, really, really bad. It's definitely an interesting game. So, and forgive me, I'm a little sick, so I've got a cough drop, so I can hopefully do the audio for this match. I start off with a Keldeo, which is a great start for me, and he against his Tornadus, which I'm worried about because if he has a DCE Stadium Catcher, he's going to take out my Squirtle. I attach a Water Energy and just kind of Bianca for a few, I think just two, and really didn't draw anything more helpful. So now I'm really worried, but he attaches the Grass instead, so at least my Squirtle's safe. He passes, and I draw into crap. I have the Blastoise, but no rare candy. I have the Ultra Ball to get a Wartortle. So, the chances of me being able to just top deck a rare candy, if I get a Skyla, chances are I'm going to use it to get a Juniper for next turn, or an N, or something like that. So, I'm going to go ahead and use the Ultra Ball to get the Wartortle. And if nothing else, that will, unless he's got the DCE and the catcher, will hopefully mean that he cannot knock out my Wartortle. And then I can have a Blastoise next turn, and that will hopefully get me going. So he plays a Skyla, and gets an Eviolite. So going to make it a little more difficult for me to knock him out. And yep, goes ahead and attaches it, puts another Grass on, and hits me for 30. With the Grass now, I am a little worried because Grass is Keldeo's weakness. So obviously I don't know that he's running Serperior right now, but it's quite a possibility. I'm thinking more probably he's running something like Virizion and then a Shaman combination. So I wasn't able to do anything on my turn except evolve to Blastoise and then pass. Looks like he gets, there we go, wow, he gets a lot off. He gets a double Snivy on the bench, and hits a catcher. He's going to be able to hit my Blastoise for 110 after that played that plus power. He hits Tails, so he has to discard the energy, and I'm not looking good. So I'm going to attach that energy to Keldeo, go ahead and rush in. I'm not going to be able to attack, but I'm going to bring up one of those Snivies and just pass. I'm almost contemplating using a Super Scoop Up and just building up that Blastoise manually again, but if he had the N in hand, that would really, really hurt me. So I'm just hoping he doesn't have the catcher and the switch for a knockout. So he gets up an Ultra Ball, and looks like he's going for a Serperior. And now I'm worried about the rare candy, because again, I am weak to Grass, so his Leaf Tornado is going to hit me for 120. I've already got 30 on me. And, yeah, this may hurt. So there's the rare candy. Up to Serperior, attaches the Grass, but luckily he doesn't have an energy switch, and he drew his hand dead. So I hit a Juniper. I'm just going to get rid of all those things, and we're going to start attacking. Now, he also, in addition to me being weak to Grass, he also has a resistance to me. So while I'm doing 110 right here, I'm really only doing 90, so attaching that other energy really is not going to do any good whatsoever. So I decide to take the prize and just go ahead and knock out the Snivy. Do I use the Ultra Ball? I see he's got no hand, so I'm going to Ultra Ball both of my ends away just so I'm not even tempted to use them. And I'll be Junipering anyway, so they'll be in the discard pile. And I'm going to go ahead and, wow, it looks like I believe this deck runs, I can't remember if I run 3 or 4 Squirtle, but at least 2 are prized. I'm thinking this one just runs 3. So that is some insanely bad luck, so I cannot let that Blastoise die. I have no max potions in this deck, so that's going to be a little difficult. I did attach the 4th water energy to that active Keldeo. Not sure if that was really the right play, or if I should have just attached it to the bench one, kept it in my hand. Again, with his resistance, and right now, it depends on what he tops as far as is he going to be able to attach. And wow, he tops the grass energy, is able to leaf tornado. He also gets to rearrange his energy in any way that he likes. He hits me for 120, which luckily does not knock me out, but puts me very, very close. I believe that Serperior also has free retreat. So he's going to be able to just retreat back to Tornadus easily next turn and knock me out with just a blow through. So, no, he has a 1 retreat cost, but still he's got that 1 energy he can afford to lose. So I'm going to attach an Eviolite to my bench Keldeo, Juniper that end, and let's see. And I think this is when I do a little miscalculation that could have really hurt me. So I'm doing 130 right now. Now I'm doing 150. Which after his resistance will knock him out. However, because of the way the energy cards are stacked, I don't think I've got that 5th energy card onto him. So I thought I needed to have that extra energy card from my hand attached. So I pretty much wasted an energy when I could have attached it to my bench, knowing that I'm going to be knocked out on this next turn, and that would have put me at no energy. So that was a really could have been very costly misplay, and we'll just have to see how it works out. So, yep, he just hits me for 30, knocks me out, and more devastating, knocks all my energy off of the field. Had he had the catcher in hand, I would have really been screwed. But I go ahead and get another Blastoise up. I'm going to use that Revive to get the Keldeo. I play Revive only because I have only 2 Keldeo in this deck. And, now I did top an energy on my turn for the draw, so I'm going to go ahead and use a Skyla to get out an energy retrieval, get 2 energy back from the discard pile, and attach them to that active Keldeo to do, what is it, whatever sword for 110, which is reduced to 90, but that still means I'm 2-shotting the Tornadus, so I'm fine with that. He plays down another Snivy, and looks like he's going to Eviolite that Snivy? Yeah, and attach a grass energy to it. I don't really know why he's doing that, because I'm still going to easily knock him out. He ends up hitting me for 110 after plus power, has to discard the energy. There's no need to make the same mistake and attach too much energy to my active. Gonna go ahead and attach it to the bench, and I know ending is gonna give him a hand of 4. But I think it's a little more important right now that I make sure that I can keep my hand going and keep my nice lead. So considering I'm worried about losing my Blastoise, I've got the Rare Candy Blastoise in hand, and I'm going to be taking 2 prizes this turn, so I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to hit a supporter off of it and get my hand size back up. So I knock it out with Skyward Sword, or whatever, Sword. Skyward Sword is a Zelda game. So I get a Squirtle and a Super Rod, but he has an end anyway, so it doesn't look like he was really able to do too much. Plays down Bouffalante, plays down Tornadus, and with my Eviolite, he's hitting me for nothing. So, let's see. That end, again, I really don't need the energy on the active, so we're going to just go ahead and put it on the bench Keldeo, and I'm going to Skyla for... I think I'm just going to set myself up for... Oh, nope, I thought I was going to go for an energy retrieval. I'm not an energy retrieval, a Juniper. Decided to go for the energy retrieval just to make sure that I can continue attacking with my Keldeo next turn. And yeah, that was probably the better play. It's taking a little while to get used to, but not having to play a supporter every time or every turn really is not that bad of a thing. We're so used to Smeargle formats where you're playing 1 or 2 supporters every turn, maybe even more if you've got lots of Smeargle and switches, but it's really not necessary. So right now, as long as your board is set up, you know, you really don't need to worry about that the constant supporter playing. So my board is good. I've got 2 attackers fully loaded, ready to go. It really doesn't matter what's in my hand, and I'm feeling pretty good. So I hit him for 110, or did he have Eviolite on him? Nope, just 110. Was that a double potion? That heals, and he just passes. So yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a double potion or not. But either way, a catcher would have won me the game, and I guess his hand was too dead, and so he ends up just conceding the game. So I more showed that matchup to kind of just show that sometimes this deck really can flop hard but still do well. Having all my Squirtles but one prized, I really had to focus on getting that Blastoise line, and it came very close to being knocked out. It was really just one catcher away all game from losing it. So shows can be a rough deck, but still, for the most part, very effective. Still a very good deck. So, thanks for watching.